Cocaine withdrawal and how to overcome it. That's what we're tackling today. If you're dealing with cocaine withdrawal right now or trying to understand what someone you care about is going through, you're in the right place. Because here's the thing, cocaine withdrawal is probably one of the most misunderstood parts of addiction recovery. People think it's all about sweating it out in a bathtub for a week, but the reality, it's way more mental than physical. And that's good news, because what's in your head, you can work with. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what's happening in your brain during withdrawal, why it feels so impossibly hard, and more importantly, I'll give you the exact tools to make it through. Now, here's something that resonates with almost everyone going through this. You know that moment when you finally recognize you've reached your lowest point, when you can't hide it anymore from family, from your boss, from yourself? You stop using cocaine and you expect to feel better. You expect relief. But instead, you crash harder than you ever have. You can't sleep, you can't eat, you're exhausted but also somehow anxious. You're scrolling through your phone at 3 in the morning, wondering if you made a huge mistake quitting. And the cravings? Oh man, the cravings are something else. They hit you like a wave out of nowhere. You smell something, you drive past the familiar place, suddenly your whole body is screaming at you to use again. And that's when the question hits you, did I make the right choice? Here's what I want to tell you first. If you're feeling this way, you're not weak. You're not broken. You're not failing. What you're experiencing is one of the most predictable, understandable, and honestly, one of the most manageable parts of addiction recovery. The problem is nobody tells you this up front. So you think you're the exception. You think something's wrong with you specifically. But I'm here to tell you what you're experiencing are withdrawal symptoms, and that means there's a roadmap for getting through it. So let's talk about the science for a second, and I promise I'll keep it simple. When you use cocaine, it floods your brain with something called dopamine. Dopamine is your brain's reward chemical. It's what makes you feel good, motivated, alive. But cocaine doesn't just give you a normal amount of dopamine. It dumps a massive amount of it into your system all at once. Your brain was literally not designed to handle that much dopamine. So over time, your brain adapts. It starts to downregulate. It produces fewer dopamine receptors because it thinks, okay, we've got plenty coming in, we don't need to be as sensitive. Your brain is just trying to maintain balance. Then you stop using, you quit, and suddenly that massive dopamine dump is gone. But your brain is still in that adapted state. It's not producing dopamine normally yet. So what you get is a dopamine crash. And here's the thing about dopamine. It doesn't just control pleasure. It controls motivation, energy, mood, sleep, appetite, focus. So when dopamine crashes, everything crashes. That exhaustion you feel, that's not laziness. That's your brain literally struggling to produce energy without the cocaine. That depression-like weakness, that's your brain trying to rebalance itself. Now, here's where it gets interesting. This crash happens in phases, and knowing which phase you're in helps you feel less like a victim and more like someone who understands their body. The first phase is called the acute phase, or the crash. This happens within the first 24 hours of your last use. It typically lasts anywhere from 3 to 7 days, depending on how much you are using. During this time, the cravings are intense. Your depression might be severe. You might not sleep for days or sleep for days straight. Some people experience anxiety so bad they think they're having a heart attack. But here's the good news about phase 1. It's the shortest phase. You've got about a week of hell, and then things start to shift. Then comes phase 2, which lasts about 7 to 10 days. The physical symptoms start to fade. You stop feeling like you're dying. Your sleep stabilizes. You can eat again. But the cravings, they stick around. The mood swings, they're still there. You might feel a weird numbness, like nothing brings you joy. That's called anhedonia. Your brain's reward system is still waking up. You feel irritable, you can't concentrate. That's dopamine still running low. And this is where people get frustrated because physically they're fine, but mentally they still feel broken. Then there's phase 3. Lasting from 10 days to several weeks, sometimes even months. This is the protracted withdrawal phase. Symptoms fade, but can flare up. You'll be fine, then you drive past an old spot and boom, craving. Mood dips can still happen. And this is why so many people relapse during this phase. They think they should be fine by now, but they're just in phase 3. So now that you understand what's happening, let's talk about how to overcome it. I call it the 4 pillars of withdrawal management. Pillar 1, environmental control. You cannot stay in the same environment where you used and expect to heal easily. Your brain has powerful associations, people, smells, places. When you see a cue, your heart races, your palms sweat, your dopamine fires before you even think. So remove yourself from that environment. If you can't move, change your routines, avoid triggers, break the associations. This is temporary, but it's essential. Pillar 2, physical recovery. Your body has been through a war. Cocaine elevates your heart rate, kills your appetite, destroys sleep. So your job now is repair. Drink water. Dehydration makes anxiety, cravings, and depression worse. Eat something even when you don't want to. Small meals, protein, rest. If you can't sleep, skip caffeine. Exercise, real exercise. Get your heart pumping, sweat it out. Exercise naturally produces dopamine, burns anxiety, and resets sleep. Pillar 3, mental tools and distraction. Your brain will throw everything at you. Cravings, memories, urges, and you can't white-knuckle your way through it. Find something that absorbs your focus. Reading, gaming, cooking, creating. Distraction works. And most importantly, don't isolate. Isolation amplifies cravings and dark thoughts. Reach out, support groups, text a friend. You don't have to talk about feelings, just be around people. Pillar 4, professional support. If you are a heavy or long-term user, detoxing alone is harder than it needs to be. Doctors can prescribe medications to ease cravings and depression. Medical detox provides structure and monitoring. Treatment gives you all 4 pillars: environment, physical recovery, mental tools, and medical support. And statistically, people who get medical detox and aftercare relapse less. Now, let's get real. During withdrawal, especially early on, depression can get dark. Sometimes suicidal thoughts appear. This is not weakness, this is chemistry. Your brain is so depleted, it literally can't produce normal thoughts. It will pass, but you must tell someone. Call your doctor, reach out. This is treatable. Now, here's your week-by-week roadmap. Days 1 to 3, the acute crash. It's brutal. Don't make big decisions, just survive. Sleep, eat, distract, get support. Days 4 to 7, the light begins to show. Energy improves, sleep stabilizes, research treatment or support options. Days 10 to 17, the psychological battle. Depression, low motivation, numbness, exercise and connection are vital here. Day 10 onward, the long phase. You feel better, but relapse risk rises. Stay accountable, stay connected. So here's what I want you to do right now. Make one decision. If you're still using, decide to quit. Call someone. If you've already quit, take one step today. Change your environment, move your body, reach out for support. Withdrawal sucks. It's awful, but it's temporary. The dopamine will come back. Your brain will heal. People do this every single day. People who had it worse than you and they made it through, so you can too. I'm going to drop some resources in the description below, support groups, helplines, and treatment options. If this video helped you understand withdrawal even a little better, if it gave you hope, please hit like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're going through, whether you're in withdrawal now or supporting someone you love. And if you've made it through withdrawal, share your story. Let others know it gets better. Let them know there's hope. I'll see you in the next one. And remember, asking for help isn't weakness. It's the strongest thing you can do.